starting. So far you need mince. I put like 3 handfuls in. Onion. Chili mix. You can make your own, but I prefer this. Kidney beans. Chopped tomatoes. Got 2 of those. Peppers. Garlic. And the second can of that. So first of all, you get your hob.
1 tablespoon of oil, any cooking oil you want to use, and get a full onion and start peeling off the layers of it, and then peel off the second layer of onion, so just after the skin you just took off. So you want to cut it into 2 halves and then start cutting it across. Leave the end of the bulb, you want to keep that bit intact, and just chop it and then dice it if you know how to do that. Chop across, so you first cut up and down motion across where the bulb is, and then you cut down left to right. You've got an end, and you dice the whole onion, first section and the second section, so the whole onion diced, and then you would put that in a minute in the pan with your food. Now preheat your pan and 1 big teaspoon of oil, so it's nice and smoky as you can see, and then we're going to add our 3 handfuls of mince. That's the portion I found for me personally, but you can have more or less depending how many people you cook for. Where I am cooking for me alone, but I am cooking a batch, so let's say 4 people for cooking. So you want to preheat your pan and then you add your mince. So you want to make sure your mince are cooked through and turned a nice brown colour. Every part of your mince, don't forget to flip them or move them or mix them, just so the whole pan is covered in mince and they're all brown. And when it's brown, add your onion. You wait till your onions are nice and soft and your mince are browned. So in your pot you want to, as a pot, just slow cooker, 1 can of tomato, chopped tomato. I made the mistake of having 2 cans. You want 1. And then also you want to add kidney beans, a can of those, but make sure you drain them first. After draining the kidney beans, add them into your mix. Use a fork to grab whatever's left in the can, just to put in your bowl. I will keep calling it a bowl even though I know it's a slow cooker pot, but it's just easier calling it a bowl. Once you're doing that, this is my mistake I made. I opened a second can of tomatoes. Don't do that. Don't do that. You only need 1. The recipe, you only need 1. So once you've done that, open your peppers and see how good they are. I got like 3 of these for like $1.80. The problem with that is one of them were bad, as you can see in the camera. So I just used the yellow one and the red one. So you get your peppers and chop them up and dice them just like you did with the onion, dice them into little bits to put in the pot with the rest of your mix. So I diced them, dice. Take out the insides of them, cut out the seeds, and throw that bit in the bin. So there's no seeds. You don't need the top of the pepper, just the main part. Decor them, or I don't know what's a fancy word for it, but then you chop the rest of it into little bits. Dice them and little tiny cubes or squares or tiny little bits, really. That's what you're going for. Smaller the better, because it will kind of like dissolve while they cook. So that once you've done that, so when you're doing this, check on your mince. They're all browned and your onion is all soft or softer, because it will be going in the slow cooker. So not the worst thing. Turn off your oven, turn off the electric, everything you need to do, and put this in the pot. Slowly you would put little bits in and like kind of fold it in. So push it and mix it around so it goes into the pot with everything else. Just bit by bit, adding a bit of mince, add a bit of onion, mix in and continue doing it until there's nothing left in your pan. And then once you've done that, make sure you've got it all in the pot and mixing it. And once you've done that, you would put it on the heat. The chili con carne mix into a glass or a beaker or a cup, whatever you have on hand, and then you would add water to it to mix it. But as you can see, my pot is very full. As I said, it was my mistake of adding another tin tomato. So I'm just going to quickly clean this mess up. So as you can see here, I'm adding the rest of my pepper, chopping in little bits to put it into the pot with everything else. Now, there's a few more bits I need to do, but I'm kind of letting it simmer down first before I add some more. So just chopping these veg into little pieces. The rest of the pepper, so as you see, I'm using red and yellow, but you can use any pepper you like. People say the red pepper or the yellow pepper is sweeter. I honestly don't taste the difference, it's all dumb. So then I crack on with the dishes. So these are old takeaway pots that I use for my food. They're stained from curry and stuff like that, but it's not much you can do about that. But just get them a nice clean before you fill them with your food for later. Just washing all my dishes. And then also I wash my cans, because we recycle in this bitch. But washing my pan. You clean away, put the rubbish in the black bag and the recycling in the green bag. And then tie them up so no flies and stuff. And then clean up the horrible mess you just made on your fucking floor. And then you see the background, my little kitty cat. It's Mazzy. As I clean up this mess. So put it in a low setting to start off with. It was too much in the bowl, so I had to empty some into a saucepan. This is me adding chili flakes. I like it hot, so loads of chili flakes. Also I added one loaf of garlic, half each in each one. And I added the chili con carne mix, mixed with water, just testing it, tastes nice. But it will need another couple of hours because it is on the slow cooker. And then once it's done, I'll be ready to eat with rice or jacket potato or whatever you fancy with. Subscribe for more, and thank you guys for watching.